What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Jester X TCG channel. This previous weekend, I went to the Pomona Regional, finished X2, going top 32, 22nd place. I wanted at least top 16, so a little bit of a bummer, but, sometimes your tiebreakers don't really work out for you. Let's get into the profile. I'll be pretty quick with this one because I only changed so many cards, so I'll kind of go over the matchups like I always do. First one is the Eggs Tokomon. Still no reason to play any other egg. You want to push damage, punch with your weenies. Yeah, still the best one. Next is the rookies. Still the best rookies in this deck. In my opinion, this one right here, Toyu's the best searcher in the game. I mean, being able to add any option card, it just adds so much toolbox. Being able to add one-ofs off of searches it's kind of crazy. So play these. Don't play any others. If they tell you to play another rookie besides those, you're lying to yourself. So next one is Bearmon. This time I went with the red starter main Evo for free if you have 4 or less memory Digimon, just because I played not a 1-1 split anymore, so it did matter. I wanted to have as much red sources as possible, plus the bear just looks cuter. So yeah, I played with him. Next one is the Champions. Still Blintmon. Search top 3 for a Digimon or a Tamer. Still good. You could choose to put it back on top like I said in the last video. Real good, real good. Play it. I would play it 4, but the reason I don't is because of this card is Marimon. So I did go to 2 Marimons over just the one this time around because I felt like in the format with Tora Braves, it kind of didn't really matter if I had one last blocker because they're going to have a board of like 7 bodies, so I just kind of went with the thing that could slowly pop little bodies as much as I can, and plus he's always just going to be a draw too, so more drawing is just better. So I would go to 4 blimps and then 1 Mara, but I thought just sometimes small removal can matter, so I just went with that. We still don't play 5s. 5s are bad. Tried testing them in the last 2 weeks since the last profile. I still just don't believe in it. I understand Dianamon, but not the move. Next is Vulcanus. I managed to get 2 more alt arts. Pretty hype. Need 1 more. Namesake of the deck. No reason to not play him at 4. He's a win button. Play it. Next one is Marsmon. Still play it at 2. He didn't really come up that much this tournament. I still think just the opportunity, the potential to hit 4 security when you just can't get that swing to come down, or they heal, I still think he's necessary. I would play Dianamon. I actually want to find room for a Diana, but just to fight the mirror match. But yeah, I think for now, Marsmon is still my alternative mega, just to win on 4 security. Next is our Tamers. First is Asuna. Still just really good as a 2 of consistency pieces. It allows you to free play a body on your kill turn. So instead of you paying 3 memory to punch, put them to 3, or pay 3 and then drop Vulcanus for it to be your last, your last shot at attacking the player. This is just way more memory efficient because remember the stipulation with Vulcanus, if you have more Digimon than them, you still have to pay the full 12. So if you're at 3 memory and you slam a 3 and you are now equal with your opponent, you cannot play Vulcanus. So I still think Asuna is good. I like her at 2. Next is Dan Kanan. Amazing. Best card in the deck. If anything's going to get banned or limited, this is the card. Too good. I think this is definitely on the chopping block, especially with the new Kanan coming out. Now we have a Dan that could swing end of turn, and then we have a Kanan that can play an option. So it's just the writing on the wall. Bandai's telling you the card's going to get hit, basically. The next cards is our consistency options. 4 in-betweens, 4 divine arms. 4 Factorial. I don't know. I mean, I've seen lists still kind of try to teeter with the consistency, and I understand because Vulcanus is a very consistent deck as it is. I just really believe the format's too fast to be thinking, can I take 2 in-betweens out for more bombs? I don't think so. I feel like we need to get to our line as soon as possible. There's a lot of OTKs in the deck. A lot of OTKs in the game currently, so you want to OTK them before they can OTK you. Learning lethal lines is important, but sometimes if you're searching for your pieces because you can't find your consistency pieces, yeah, you don't want to ever get into that moment because they're going to OTK you before you get the chance to OTK them. Next is our bombs: Iron Slash, Ignition Flare, Tidal Stream. This hasn't changed. Still, these are the bombs of the deck. I think that they are pretty standard at this point. I feel like a lot of Vulcanus lists are in agreement that this is the ratios. What is different, though, I went with 2 Crimson Blaze this time around. I cut Kongu. At first, I had Kongu in because it was just so good against Angels. I realized just Crimson Blaze kind of gets the deal done the same way. But I did have to account for the new deck that's in the format, Tora Braves. I knew it was going to be really popular. If you watch Eagle's Nest, if you watch other more competitive locals on the online scene, it's very, very around. So I wanted something that could combat it. Yeah, that's why I play Crimson Blaze. And then still the best card in the game is Gravity Crush. No reason to not play the best deck in the game because if you play red, just play it. I mean, game 2 for no reason is too good. Yeah, let's go over the matchups. Round 1, we fought against Virus Busters, another new EX12 deck that I was not expecting to see there. It was really good. I think it's still missing a couple things for it to be competitively viable, but I do think that it has some good things. Mon can pop Tamers, can pop Dan Kanan. We slam our Tamers. We're not a deck where we free play it unless you play Agio. I still am against that. So I feel like it has legs. I definitely think, honestly, I think all the X12 decks have legs. Which one is tier 1, tier 2 definitely has a conversation to be had. I don't think it's tier 1 at all, but it's good. And in this game, tier 2 is very much viable, just so you guys know. If you guys are not familiar with the Digimon meta. But anyways, going to round 2, we lost this one against Bears. It was a 2-1, 1-2. Very good player. I think he went into it knowing that I was favored in the matchup, but I could not find my Dan Kanan on game 3, and that really cost me the match. Game 2, he stunned my Dan Kanan, and I could not close out the game. Yeah, so I think he was a really good player, and yeah, thank you for the match, man. Round 3, I played against the Mirror, and it was a great match. I actually got 2-0 on this one. Game 2, I made a very bad misplay that you should never do against Vulcanus, is when you have Factorial in your security and they hit the Factorial, do not play a body. I played a body, Tidal Stream, and he just swung for game from there. At that point, just pray that they don't have Factorial area. Just don't play a body. They're going to always have Tidal Stream, trust me. So, yeah, I lost that one 0-2. So at this point, I'm X2 going into the rest of the tournament. I'm like, if I lose one more time, then I'm out. But I was like, you know what? Let's continue playing. I'm here for a reason. I drove out here with my friends, and that's really what tournaments are about, having fun. Round 4, I played against Shine Greymon. I was actually pretty nervous because I took the Kongus out for Tora Braves, and now I'm fighting a deck that absolutely needs to see Kongu. Luckily, he could not find his Marcuses in time, which is kind of like the Shine problem. Sometimes you miss rookies, sometimes you miss your Marcuses, and that is the bane of the deck, but it is a very powerful deck. He did put me on 0 security, and he put me on a minus 10k ruin mode. I just quickly Factorialed and then outed his other body, and then just, you know, he couldn't stabilize from there. I outed his whole board. He couldn't find another level 5 rise to slam. Yeah, so I got that one 2-0. So now we're at 2-2 at this point. Going into round 5, I played against Gallantmon. I haven't fought a Gallantmon in, I want to say, like 5 formats. I definitely think Gallant was king at one point. Now I think he's very much a control deck, and we're in a very fast format. So I got that 2-0. Very good player though. Big shout out to you for being a stand to the Gallant Army. I think that's really sick when people are loyal to their favorite Digimon. Round 6, I played against a local I friendly fired, and it was my friend David, really good player. He played Jupitermon. Could not find a Dianamon, and if you guys don't know the matchup, that matchup is as good as many Dianamons you find. And unfortunately, he found 0 in both of our games. Jupitermon already puts himself to 3 security just by doing his regular plays. That's our kill shot. Yeah, so 2-0. Round 7, this is where the tournament gets kind of funny. I had a pretty hilarious last 3 rounds. So, round 7, I played against a bye. I went 12-0 against that guy. Yeah, but just a funny joke. He reported the match before the game started. I do have a feeling that's when Ultimate Cup started. And I know that those are the more lucrative prizing. So that's probably why he dipped. We both went X2 early, so he's probably thinking like, I'm probably not going to top anyway. So he just dropped. So I got that one. Pretty simple match, you know. Round 8, played against another Gallantmon, and this time it was at table 12. So I'm thinking, maybe this deck, there's more to this deck than meets the eye, because if he's taking Gallant and we're in top tables now, maybe there's something to this deck. I still won the match. I got it 2-1, but it definitely has legs. The warp Takato is really what makes the deck. It looks like he constantly warped for free into the new 8001 Gallantmon, kept rushing. I don't think the deck has very good damage potential. I think that's where the deck is lacking, but it's solid. I have a lot more respect for Gallantmon than I did 3 days ago. I'll tell you that. Round 9. I gotta tell you why this round was funny. So after I won this round, my buddy, shout out to Peaches of GFG Gaming, he knew they knew I had my invite, so he's like, and there was like a couple other guys that we both knew from like other competitive tournaments we met. He's like, dang, look at all these guys with their invites. And then my opponent was like, you have your invite? I was like, no, I'm a scrub, bro. I don't have my invite. I just walked away. But yeah, just out of courtesy, if you already have your invite, nothing wrong with trying to compete at the high level still, but just don't tell your opponent that, because they might get a little salty. So I walked away. Round 9, I finally fought the new deck, Tora Brave. So we were at table 14, so we went down 2 tables, which kind of explains why I got bubbled out. Plus, one of my rounds was a bye. And my 2 losses were way earlier in the tournament. So, things happen. But anyways, round 9, I played against Tora Braves. He bricked both times. He didn't see a rookie game 1. I just, OTK'd him pretty fast. And then game 2, he didn't see a rookie, but he got out of the brick. And he he made a board that was like 7 bodies plus the Kaguya, because he did the level 5 thing. Its effect is you swing into security, and then when the security is removed, you could Evo for 2 less, I believe. So you got to Evo into Kaguya for 1. Her ability is you could free play a body, then after execution, it pops itself. On deletion, Fortitude, you bot deck something, all that jazz. Basically, free played itself, play another body, and now we have a board of 6 or 7 bodies. 6, 7. We drew for turn, and you can only imagine what that draw for turn is. I promoted, and my rookie, and then went Crimson Blaze. And he was like, I hate this game. And I don't blame him. Like, that was the craziest top deck of my entire Digimon career. And then he's like, why am I only losing to, how am I losing to just one card? I'm like, don't worry, man. You're not losing to just one card. You're losing to 2 cards. And then I was like, Vulcanus? And he was like, yeah, it was rough. I've never seen that ever happen. I thought that's the kind of stuff that only happens in Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Fairy Tale Land, but it happened. But yeah, that's the video, guys. Again, sorry you guys have to keep seeing Vulcanus lists. I love the deck. Definitely stand up, Blacksmith Gang. But yeah, all right, guys. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, support the Jester X TCG channel. Appreciate y'all. All right, bye.